So when we think of smartphones, we think of Apple, Samsung, HTC, BlackBerry, RIM, companies like that. But we tend to forget Nokia. Now, Nokia, of course, is one who started a smartphone craze, and they're the ones who are pushing the envelope of Windows Phone. So today we're going to be doing a full review of the Nokia Lumia 900, which is the first 4G LTE Windows Phone on the market, coming to AT&T. So let's take a closer look at our Nokia Lumia 900. But first off, let's show you a couple of things that are in the packaging since we didn't do an unboxing. First thing you note is the travel charger. It's actually a circular charger, much smaller, slimmer, and of course it's USB to micro USB, which is pretty cool. Different design, something different. It's white. It's pretty nice. Of course you do have your white cables, micro USB to USB for charging and data transfer. And then you also have this guy. Nokia has provided us with a mirco-sim unlocker, because this uses a mirco-sim, and I'll show you in a second here. This is the mirco-sim bay. Push down and pull that out, and of course it tells me to slide and power off, and that's pretty much it. And there is your mirco-sim, so you can see that there. You actually slide it in, and let's put it back in there, power on the device, slide to power off. So while we restart, let's take a good look at the hardware. So the Lumia 900 here sports a 4.3-inch clear black AMOLED display. Now what this does is it allows you to see very well in sunlight, and does a very good job at it. There are no physical buttons on the device. You do have a back or your home key as well as a search button. Now in the front you also have a front-facing camera, which is a 1 megapixel front-facing camera with an f2.4 aperture, and I will tell you why, because that allows you to have a wider view and allows in more sunlight, so you can actually see more, or they can see more of you while you're video chatting. And of course you do have your traditional Windows volume rocker keys, your power button, and your camera button. On the top you have your mini USB port as well as your headphone jack. The bottom, of course, your speakers, and the back you do have this 8 megapixel Carl Zeiss Lens f2.2 camera with dual LED flash that allows you to take some very good pictures and also record at 720p. It's one single piece, of course. You can't remove the battery. There is no way to remove the battery, so that's something to note on here. It's powered by a 1.4 gigahertz processor. This is a 4G LTE device. It's got 16 gigabytes of memory included, as well as the ability to share Wi-Fi hotspot between 5 devices. Now, you do have your traditional Windows view. You can see there what you have. You, of course, have your different live tiles left and right. A couple applications come with it pre-installed. You do have your AT&T applications, the whole suite of applications, and the app highlights, which is Nokia's thing to highlight different applications for you. Now, a couple of things I'll note you should download is the Nokia Drive, Nokia Maps, and Nokia Transit, which are cool GPS or navigation applications that work very well. Now, Nokia Maps, you've seen that with the Nokia 800 as well as the 710, and you can check out our review for that. Let's take a look at some of this 4G LTE speeds on the Nokia Lumia 900 using the app called Bandwidth on Windows Phone. Speed test, so you can see we're running off LTE. It's not Wi-Fi. Begin speed test. First test a little slow. Something I've noticed with Windows Phone, it does, especially with this app anyway, it does that. But run the second test. Knocks it out of the park. 19. So the first was 7. This is 19. Highest we've gotten is about 21, I believe. I could be wrong. Yeah, it's 20 right there. With 6 uploads. 19. So you can see there. Let's go into history, show you. You guys can see that clearly. We've got 19, 20, 19, 7, 6. Some varying speeds, but you can see it does hit maximum LTE speeds, or high LTE speeds of 20. Not the 50 or 60 we've seen with some Android devices, but you do get some very fast speeds overall here on this device. So this is also, this is a 4G LTE device. We also have internet sharing, which is something the other Nokia Lumia devices didn't have initially at launch, but the Lumia 900 has it right off the bat, and you can share your LTE speeds with up to 5 devices. All you have to do is go to internet sharing, turn that on. Take some time, and there you have it. Broadcast name is Nokia Lumia. Password, which we can change. We can change that, so it doesn't matter if you see the password. But you can see you can share up to 5 devices. You set it up. You give your friends the password, and you're good to go. It's very simple, very easy, very straightforward. And using Wi-Fi sharing does drain your battery life, so take note of that overall. Another thing to note is the camera, and do check out our full camera review here of the Nokia Lumia 900. And you can see the camera review on the top hand corner of the screen, as well as another video which we took with the camera at a car show, which I think you guys can check out. It's pretty cool. So your camera, of course, you do have your basic camera settings here, auto. You have your scene selection, your white balance, exposure, your meter mode, effects, your contrast, resolution. I put it at 16:9. Some of the pictures are at 4:3 at 8 megapixels. I just didn't change the settings at that time. And you have your flicker reduction at 50 to 60 hertz. So right now it's at 50 hertz, and of course you can save that. And you do have your flashing, auto, no flash, or flash on all the time. It's very easy to take photos with it, and you can see here, the best way to really focus is just to tap on the screen on the object, and boom, there you have it. And you can see there, that's basically this that we took, and you can see how vibrant it looks on the screen. Very, very clear, sharp pictures. Some my cousin over there, and it's very, very sharp and clear. So let's head back and go into the camera itself. The camera, same setting modes. You do have the white balance and all that, as well as you can change your resolution to 720p or VGA. There is no 1080p recording yet on Windows Phone, and also you can change your flicker rate. Now, of course, you can record directly, or you can actually record with the front-facing camera. Sorry, switch over to the front-facing camera. Now, the thing about front-facing camera that it's slightly odd is that even though you hold it this way, and of course you use it for most video chats, if you record holding it in this mode, landscape mode, it actually will show up rotated this way, which is weird. So the best way to actually record is actually just holding it like this and recording. But you can see already, if you take a look at the camera here, just focus that a little bit, sorry. You can see how much space there is. So that f2.4 lens allows for someone to be standing next to me and be in the area of the video chat, as well as even if I held it this way, you can see there's still enough space for one more person to be in here. So you do have enough, which is pretty cool. You do have enough area for video chatting with this camera. So that's something nice there. But definitely, again, check out our camera reviews, as well as other camera video, both on top left and right corners of the screen. We go into battery saver here. You can see it's been estimated time remaining 16 hours. Time since last charge 3 hours ago. So you can see it says about 19 hours or so, but I can do more to save more battery life, which is very good for a 4G LTE device, because if we noted that most 4G LTE devices, especially on Android, have a battery life maximum of 12 to 14 or so. So that's something that I think is very cool, and I think Nokia's done a very good job here. Headphones, plugging in headphones to listen to music is very good. Sharp, it's clear, it's clean, but also the speakers also do a very good job. That's the volume at 27. So there you have it. That is the Lumia 900 on AT&T, the first 4G LTE Windows Phone device. So let's go ahead and wrap up this video, and we'll tell you what we think. So we've spent some time with the Nokia Lumia 900 on AT&T, and dare I say we love this device. Nokia's done a very good job on hardware design and also with software implementations in here. The hardware itself with that polycarbonate single piece is solid. It's a pretty solid frame. Feels good, not too heavy, not too light, and also 4.3-inch AMOLED display works well in daylight. Of course, we couldn't go out to record it because it's been noisy, but you've seen some of the pictures we've taken of the hardware in daylight. It's pretty good. Couple of things to note: the camera itself, the rear camera, 8 megapixels, does a fantastic job of 720p. I'm sure it could record higher, but that's a Windows Phone limitation. But you can see that you guys can see the photos. We have photos in the review, so check that out. As also check out our camera review. Now, the front-facing camera in here, which is a 1 megapixel camera with a f2.4 lens, does a very good job in giving you that feel where your face is not just stuck in front of a camera, but actually you have enough room to actually video chat and you can show people things around while you're talking. So it does a very good job there. Other things Nokia's done here is all the Nokia applications like the Nokia Drive, Nokia Transit, Nokia Maps. Those are things that I think help add to the experience. This is the only Windows phone that has, actually not the only, HTC has one, but this is a Windows phone that has full-fledged navigation in here, and I think Nokia should actually have that installed already once you pick up the phone. You do have to download it from the App Store. It does use a micro-SIM, so that is kind of annoying, but that's the trend, and eventually I think all devices will go there because it's just, you know, something as sensible. And of course you do need, of course, that micro-SIM pin that we showed earlier. If not, you do have to use a safety pin to take it out, but not to worry about that. Sound quality is great off the speakers, and also listening to music on the headset. It does a very good job in that department. Overall, this is a solid device at the price range at 99 bucks. You can't beat this. And also, there's so many deals right now. You can actually, word is that if you're switching over to AT&T, you can get this phone for free. There's a $100 credit there. Also, Amazon has it for 99 cents. Wi-Fi has it for $49. So there are enough deals to entice people to pick up this one. I definitely say if you're on an AT&T network and you want a premier device, because AT&T is marketing it that way, this is the device for you. It's a Windows Phone device that literally in your hands you realize the beauty of the phone and understand how good it is and how well it works. Again, I like it. I recommend it. If you guys have any questions or any comments about the Nokia Lumia 900 4G LTE on AT&T, let us know. Don't forget to subscribe to all our pages on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, as well as our new channel, Board Fam. And also, don't forget to enter into our AOC monitor contest so you can win a AOC monitor. Till then, check it out, enjoy, and thank you very much.